Never in my life have I ever had Rayo's lasagna. You guys, welcome back to the vlog. Welcome back to Sean's first time eating. This one I've passed in the grocery store oh so many times and wondered, for the price, is that any good?
The most exclusive restaurant with the toughest reservation in New York City. An impossible to get into spot where even the owner isn't even guaranteed a table.
If you didn't know, Rayo's a very iconic, hard to get into Italian restaurant in New York City. There's only like 8 tables or something, and you gotta know someone to get, it's a whole thing. But today, the frozen food section giving us a chance to have it. Let's give it up for Mary Barber. Sean, ever since I saw you try Rayo's spaghetti sauce for the first time last year, I really wanted to see you do their frozen meat lasagna. Enjoy the donation to bake some in your oven. It's the best lasagna you can buy other than making it from scratch. Mary Barber. Mary Barber, thank you so much for donating to the vlog. According to the old box, preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Doing that. And then we're gonna bake this brick for 60 minutes, an hour. Pasta layered with ricotta, mozzarella, beef, pork, and marinara sauce. Since 1896, this 1.69 pound monstrosity, $12 at my local Chicago Jewel Osco grocery store.
It was 12.
Yeah. We're preheated, 375. Don't even have to puncture it. Just throw it right on the old baking sheet. Going in. 1 hour. An hour has passed, and here we go. I mean, it is bubbling and it is looking damn good. It says to remove the film and let it stand for 5 minutes. Let's get a look at it. There you go. It's been 5 minutes. I'm gonna try to shimmy, shake this baby out of here as best I can. Some pretty good standing water in the bottom. Like I assume if you live in Wheaton, Illinois and you have a basement after a big flood, there's probably a lot of standing water. I don't know what that means. Take a little square out of this here. Normalize cutting boards as plates. Square here. Oh yeah, there's a nice piece right there. Looking nice on the second angle. How's that looking? I'm gonna lay this on top of this one. I like it thicker, like taller. Take this last piece, put this over here as well.
Have some fun doing the mess around. Doing the mess around.
All right, we got the gold silverware. We're ready to dive in. And this whole thing, if you ate all of this, is not for one person. It's just a scooch over 1,000 calories. So if you want to get after it. Mary, thank you so much once again for this donation. Let's try it out. It smells fantastic in here. Now, obviously, if I was eating this off camera, I would add Parmesan cheese, salt, pepper, crushed red pepper, things like that. I want to try it a little bit as it is. Not everybody has access to a bunch of accoutrements. Rayo's lasagna for the first time. Cheers. Lasagna is just a warm hug. I really haven't had too many lasagnas in my life that I didn't like love. Noodles are a pretty good texture for being frozen. Like definitely not that al dente feel that you want if you make lasagna, but overall like not terrible. I'd say this is for 2 people. You split this in half, you know, a little over 500 calories each. It'd be about $6 a person. And this is filling. Is this mind-blowing lasagna? No. Ricotta's a little dry. But the thing I've really realized about Rayo's, with having the pasta sauce and now this, the sauce itself just tastes so much better than like Stouffer's. This is 27 ounces for $12. You can get a 57 ounce Stouffer's for $14.99. So for literally $3 more, you get 30 more ounces. I would assume this is not as good, but Stouffer's lasagna still slaps in my opinion, like for what it is. My gut tells me that this isn't worth the upcharge, but damn is this good. The set it and forget it mentality of just putting this in the oven for 1 hour. You really don't need to do any dishes, it's quick. The ricotta is just pretty dry. Here's, I'll scoop some up here for you. There's a good bit of ricotta. It's supposed to be very creamy. That's a little gritty and like dusty a little bit. Would you like to try a little bit, Boo? I'm gonna give Allie some of this for lunch. So she's getting the ultimate zhuzh. So fresh block of parm. Pick this up, throw it on there. Always hit Allie with more cheese than you think because she is the cheese queen. So after you initial cheese, you keep cheesing. Still going. That is the proper amount of cheese for Allie, where you can barely see what you're eating. A little fresh salt. And bon appetit. She doesn't really like pepper or red pepper. She's more of a cheese and salt gal.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. I don't think it's health, but it is kind of pretty good.
When your fiance is sitting on the couch wedding planning with her laptop, I found that the more food you just like surprise and bring them, the better off you're gonna be. So if anyone's out there struggling with wedding planning, just bring your fiance pastas and pizzas and drinks and things like that. You'll be all right. Give myself a little more cheese too. And a little bit of the flat iron pepperco with some salt. Now let's pick up that piece. Got a lot on it. Look at the layers. Unhinge the jaw. The added spice, the big salt, and then that Parmesan cheese just gives it a little something to get it over the finish line. Really good. I don't think I personally would really keep my freezer stocked with lasagnas. And it's not because I don't like lasagna, it's just like I don't really ever go like, oh, you know what I want tonight? It was making me happy. Are you guys lasagna people? I will say, even though the ricotta is like kind of dry, there's a lot of it in here. And the fact that they're making this in New York, no, New Jersey. Montclair, they've got a facility, I'm sure. The sauce is really good though. It like doesn't taste like the other kind of like jarred and frozen sauces. There's just like more to it. More basil and garlic maybe? When I first started doing Sean's first time eating like a year and a half, 2 years ago, I made like a chili, like a skyline chili sandwich with lasagna noodles on it that just like, I completely forgot about that memory. It just came washing over me thinking about lasagna noodles. That was a bizarre thing to do, but it was really delicious. But I like the lasagna noodles, the layers. Like sheets of paper noodle. Couple bites left. Shout out to Derek Boudreau for super thanksing on the last video. When you guys click thanks, you get a shout out. I really appreciate that. It helps the show a lot. The vlag, the Midwest accent. I'm a vlagger. It's really growing on me. I like that crushed red pepper more than I do like just dumping hot sauce on lasagna. Mary, super fun one. I really did enjoy this. I'm so curious how much it blows Stouffer's out of the water. I obviously enjoyed it. Proof is in the cutting board. Last bite. I hit the spot. I believe they make a smaller version of this. They might have like a half box potentially, if you don't want to buy the whole shebang. Could be wrong. These stasher bags, like for preserving food, are so incredible. We put some on our registry and we've also like been fans of these for years, but it's like basically if like Apple made Ziploc bags. They're just like military grade, keeping that Real airtight. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Happy Friday. I hope all of you have very fun plans this weekend, lined up, locked and loaded. You guys, it's the weekend, so we should let Barbie, Margot Robbie,
Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend!
kick off your weekend. Guys, I love you. The Venmo, the Cash App, the PayPal. If there's something like Mary you want to see me eat from the frozen food section like this, where you're like, dude, this is what I get all the time for dinners, you can do that. And it was great having you here. Truly great seeing you. You're all very, very beautiful. As I look into the lens, just absolutely radiant. And I couldn't be a bigger fan. So Rayo's lasagna up, Rayo's lasagna down. Be good to each other.
I love it how you move it, how you wind it up. We can jump into it, we can line it up. We can stay slow, what you mean? We can stay slow.